Sharing. Screen sharing has resumed.
All right. Hello everybody. Sorry, a few minutes
Screen
late.
sharing is paused. Screen sharing has resumed.
Okay, that's a little. Okay, that was a little annoying when I don't know if you guys heard that, but all right. Moving along. Today is going to be our second part of the internet marketing Q&A session. Um, I'm glad everyone's on online, and many of you told me that you can't be on online, but you're going to be dialing on the phone. So, thank you for joining in, and we're going to go ahead and move right along. Okay. So, first question is, I have purchased WP themes from different sources like Studio Press, Elegant Themes. However, Heat Map theme should be better, at least in terms of placing ads. Before throwing more money after themes, I would like to know if there are any needed plugins, etc. I also have to pay for to run Heat Map theme. I don't want to waste any more money on half or non-finished solutions. Okay, here's the answer. Heat Press theme is a very good theme because it has normally you would have to use plugins to do what Heat Theme does, but with all the different options, Heat Themes allows you to place ads strategically without actually having to utilize plugins. Now, I know we talked about how to do all the necessary plugins, and plugins like SEO Yoast and all the other plugins that we talked about earlier in the training program are still relevant. Now, just keep in mind that it is not the theme that's going to make you the money. It's just the way the content is and where you place the ads is going to make you money, because I could take that default 23 theme and make it work for whatever the niche that I have. Most people, you'll notice, they'll try to keep that theme as simple as possible, long as they have either a column on the right side or what we call a sidebar, or maybe even use a full page width for the landing page. Sometimes, and I'm at fault of it myself, is every time I design a site or every time I install a theme, I don't like it. It's like it's not going to work because it doesn't look pretty. But the truth is, it's actually does look good, and what other people will say is probably more correct, because let's face it, we could be our own worst enemy. No matter how much work you think you put on your particular site, you think it's not enough, or how much work you think you put to make it look pretty, you think it's not enough. It's because, like I said, we're our own worst enemy. So chances are, if you done and kept all the proper website structure, as I stated earlier in the training, you should be just fine. Sure, there's going to be some tweaks to make it look pretty, like a decent header, to match the theme, or to match your niche. Those are very important. But overall, I wouldn't be too hung up on a theme, especially the premium themes, because I mean, you could literally spend days and days just trying to find that one perfect theme. But then you'll find that at the end of the day, long as you have a simple theme that delivers the message of your niche, that's all you need to worry about. Okay. So next question is, as our portfolio of WordPress websites increase, would it be perfect to be able to access the admin of all of them from one WP WordPress site admin account instead of several accounts? Is it possible, and how? Right, this is very true. It can get very complicated, especially if if you have a very large blog network. I mean, I'm seeing some people have hundreds of sites, and to actually upgrade each of the, especially if you have to do a WordPress upgrade because of a security alert. I mean, that is a lot of work to upgrade manually 100 different sites. So there's a couple of options that you can use, and I forgot to mention we recently talked about Niche Mania. Niche Mania has a software where you can put all your different projects and all your different website into one backend of the software. So all you got to do is put the username and password of that account, and all you got to do is post your article that you wrote directly into the software, and it will automatically send it to your blog. Another good tool that I didn't put in there is WP Robot. WP Robot has an option called a site commander. So you can plug in as many sites as you want, and you can upgrade plugins, upgrade software, everything on a touch of a button. So WP Robot is good, and the coder, he constantly updates that thing to make sure it's relevant. And so it's a very good, solid product, and I really like it. And it definitely will help you manage all your different blog networks. Okay, next question. When making Facebook fan pages and Google Plus sites, what is your recommendations for titles? Should it be the domain, i.e. stopthepress.com, or just the keyword, i.e. stopthepress? Okay, two different things here. Facebook fan pages is slightly different than Google Plus. The reason why I say Facebook fan pages is different is because you will use your main account, which is like most of you guys probably use your personal account. And what you do off of that personal account is you create a fan page. Now, the thing about fan pages is, if you notice, they all have a phrase or two. It's not necessarily a brand name. So, for example, you can see a Facebook fan page like I like McDonald's, or I hate McDonald's, or they'll say something like I am bored, or having fun on vacation. It's just basically what makes the best fan pages that I see that attracts the most like is as a form of a question or a form of a following that seems to work really well. So if you're into the weight loss niche, you'll say, I want to be skinny. And somebody say, I'll be, so it will look good when they like it, say, I want to be skinny. Or something that's more of a better look is, I want to be healthy, losing weight. And somebody will like that. Or, things like that. Something that puts a statement. Those seem to be those seem to be more popular when it comes to getting likes. And if you can sneak a keyword or two, that definitely is going to help. Now, it's good to use your Facebook fan page to give you that backlink, but what's more important is using your Facebook fan page as another channel to get traffic to your site as well, and that can be a huge beneficial. So when I'm saying not just to create a fan page just to give that present, but also make it more interactive where you can get a bunch of likes, because as you know, if one person likes, they're going to let all the people in their friends list is going to know that they like that particular page. So when you see that little blurb on their wall, that's why you want to make your fan page name something very interesting that's going to catch their eye. Typically, some sites, they'll just use their brand name, and that's just not as eye-catching as a statement. So if they read, like I said, when they read something in a post, liked, this person liked, X, and if it's a nice statement that they will agree on, they'll be interested to see what exactly they like. And that's how you get that traffic into your fan page, and then hopefully you can have them leak to your website, and then, or not, you can actually have another app within your Facebook where you can actually have leads captured in, or if you're selling a product, they can purchase it right into Facebook without ever visiting your site. So that's a good option. Now, Google Plus is something different. Now, I personally do not recommend creating a brand or a product name around Google Plus. Because what it appears to me that is your Google Plus profile is an actual person. Now, what you do is you can use that Google Plus and create a Google Place listing if it's an actual business. Now, that's probably the most preferable method that I see. Now, I've been studying Google Plus for the last 2 weeks, and I've been trying to reverse engineer it, and many of you probably know, and I've been showing you that Google Plus is ranking really high for your relevant keywords. So if you had 800 people in your circle, those 800 people is a possible. Out of those 800 people, there's a possibility that they might be looking for a product or service that's within your niche. So if you have a weight loss website and you commented on a weight loss website, and those 800 or 1,000 followers that you have in your circle, they're looking for a weight loss site, they're automatically going to go to your comment. Because right now there's a good push for Google. They're trying to add all their vertical markets into their search engine results, which makes a lot of sense. So they believe that the first thing you're going to want an answer from is somebody within your circle. So if somebody within your circle has that answer, they're going to give that person a higher rank than some other website. So just keep that in mind. For Google Plus, use your profile or use a persona that you use that's going to match your niche, okay? And like I said, and have a picture and fill out that Google Plus profile as much as you can with relevant information and make it look like a real accurate persona, okay? All right. Okay, next question. Can you explain on the recent comments by CEO Larry to Google about SEO clicks are theft? Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys remember on my previous blog post, I talked about what Matt Cutts is saying. Matt Cutts, the head of anti-spam of Google, said that he basically said that the next Penguin update is going to destroy a lot of people that was using SEO for exploitative purposes. And I stated that what looks like what they're trying to do is push more into pay-per-click advertising, because I think Google is trying to find out how to monetize and get more money, and I think this is their method they're going to try to pursue by negatively people that over optimize SEO. Now the plan that I have in our daily plan, it is not over optimizing, it is just simply optimizing and getting your name out there, but not in a massive amount of time. Massive amount of links in a very short time. That's what you want to avoid. So that's why we have a slow, monotonous process of building backlinks, very slow. But just be aware that you can never predict any changes. But the properties, just keep in mind that the properties that you're submitting your articles to, whether it's Hub Pages, Squidoo, or Easy Articles, they're looking at it as the same picture. Not only you, they're in a business of getting what we call user submitted articles or user submitted content. So they rely on people like you to post articles and update the content on their website, so then they can get a larger presence and they can get a larger amount of traffic. So believe me, those properties are probably more concerned than you are. So what I believe, and what you should start thinking about is keep on putting that high quality type of content. Make sure that the content that you put on those Web 2.0 properties is very relevant and very good, because there's definitely a good push for content being king. Though backlinks might not be as powerful as they used to, but at the end of the day, those backlinks that you create, you want to see if you can draw a large amount of traffic. So if you had a very good, highly targeted Squidoo page, it might be even beneficial for you to get a lot of traffic from Squidoo itself, and then have some of that traffic leak to you. Traditionally, SEO was you build a backlink and you don't necessarily get any referral traffic from that backlink. You're just stealing some of that link juice to strengthen the credibility of your page. But the goal is now is create that backlink, but create a great content so that that particular website, whether it's a Squidoo or Hub Pages or Easy Articles, have that site be so good that it attracts a lot amount of traffic. Before we never really cared, But if you had a good Squidoo account or HubAges account, wrote a lot of good articles within that niche, interacted, posted comments on other people's accounts, and be more interactive, then you can help generate more traffic to yours, and in turn, hopefully, they'll go back to your main site. So, like I said, ideally, we want that link juice, but it might not be as important as getting referral traffic. Okay, so getting referral traffic from those properties means you have to put in a little extra work to build something nice and pretty and more interactive. Okay. All right, so that's going to be it. I really appreciate everybody being on the webinar, or some of you guys are on the phone. Hopefully I answered everybody's question. Feel free to post more questions on the blog. And also for those of you guys, I'm doing a little bit extra because I'm getting real close to finishing day 10 to day 30. I just want to be 100% sure that everything's going to be correct, because after this first stage of day 1 through day 9, I noticed that there was a lot of changes between the time I was doing it and now. I mean, just these changes happen so quickly. I mean, it's just the nature of the business. We always have to be always constantly evolving and changing. We have to be very fluid. So I'm working on day 10 to day 30, planning on being done before the Labor Day weekend. So just be looking out for it. So additionally, next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start one-on-one sessions with you guys via telephone. So I'm gonna try to spare about 15 minutes per person, and we're just gonna go straight up, just talk about your niche and talk about your questions, just one-on-one. And I'm gonna be offering that service next week. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the calendar, and I want you guys to start plugging in those slots, open slots, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk, and we're going to help you out and make sure you go ahead and get on that right track. Okay? All right, so I appreciate everybody. Thank you very much, and you guys have a good day.
Screen sharing is paused. Click on the select